you got?
Yeah.
What?
I think while you were having technical issues during this match a couple minutes ago, like we missed a point.
So is it 9?
So we missed the point? Okay.
Is it 9? Okay.
It's 9?
Oh.
Okay. Kelsey, I'm gonna need you to check in with me, please. Okay. I was just 1 point behind. That's bias.
I didn't know this.
No, you're right.
Like that. Oh my god. I think
We're broadcasting, but it's just a static shot because there's no one operating the camera.
there's no 24 on here. For who? 13? There is no 4.
You have 3 going in for 7?
Mustang kill by Sanaya Sanya. Mustang kill this time by Micaiah Blackman on the kill.
Who was the last substitution?
I had 13 in for 24, 10 in for 4, and 7 in for 3.
So you're going to reverse that. You're going to cross out the 24 and change it back to 13.
Oh no, you don't cross them out on that one. You cross that out. You cross them out on the libero tracker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were giving me an actual substitution.
No, they all are substitutions, but like, you don't cross out the player on the lineup at all.
Okay.
You good?
24.
24 for 13, 10 for 4, which is in the second.
But 10. Okay. But
Right.
2 was already in. 2 was in the
Yes.
10 came in
Yes.
for 2 and then...
Okay.
10 came in for 2, 4 came in for 10, 10 went back in for 4.
Okay.
They're all good in that position.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have 7 coming back in for 3. All right, we good?
And welcome to you to Mustang Arena. We do apologize for our technical difficulties. We are still having some with our camera. We do realize it is a static shot. Please bear with us. A 21-3 score for Wekiva, the home team. Make that 21-4. And obviously this has been Wekiva's night so far. Of course, Wekiva coming in 2-1. It's their best start in several years. I realize it's only 3 games in, 3 matches, as the score now 22-4 on that unforced error. Nonetheless, still their best start in several years, at least the last 5, 6, certainly under the Heather Lorenz era. And now serving will be number 4, Eliana Sanchez, the 5'5" sophomore libero, gets it in. And to work, Oak Ridge goes over. Sanchez sets. Oak Ridge with the opportunity now. Hit over by Hernandez. The set for Wekiva. Soft tap from Sarah McFadden. Slapped over by Asanya. Get that ball over just enough. And another unforced error for Oak Ridge. And that'll run the score to 23-4. And back on serve is Sanchez. Looking to close out this first game. No JV tonight. Sanchez hits that ball, goes over the net, at the net, and slapping it straight down is Sanya. Straight into a diving Hernandez, and now we are at set point for the Mustangs. 24-4. Sanchez back on the serve. Looking for 6 straight, which would win the game. And there it is, the ace, as it falls off the hands of Santana.
Sanchez ends the game with an ace, and that takes us to the end of set number 1. 25-4, the final score of the first set. The Mustangs will take a 1-0 lead for the match. If we have any students who would like credit for a couple of volunteer hours, we are short a camera operator for our broadcast. Come see us at the score table if you would like to receive 30 seconds of instruction, and we'll teach you how to run the camera for our live stream. We appreciate any help you can offer there. We also want to remind you that the volleyball game that was scheduled for Thursday has been rescheduled, that game against Lyman. is going to be moved, and the makeup date is September 23rd. So again, Thursday evening is open house, and so we can't have any sporting events that conflict with that, so that is being rescheduled to September 23rd against Lyman, same times and same place.
Who does this go to? Thank you.
I'm gonna show you how to do the score sheet. That's okay. I'll help you through.
Okay, so getting ready to start set number 2, Wekiva with the 1-0 lead. As we just told you, looking to go 3-1 on the season. They defeated Leesburg and Orlando Christian Prep. And in between a 3-0 loss to Cypress Creek, that was last Thursday. They played OCP last night. A very impressive victory, as you could tell by the 3-1 score. And certainly biggest difference in that game compared to the game last Thursday against Cypress Creek was very simply they did not allow a lot of holes. Cypress Creek taking advantage time after time, finding those open holes and just slamming that ball in there. A lot of balls hit off the hands, getting the Wekiva defenders moving in the opposite direction of the ball or just simply unable to touch the ball. That was not the case last night. So certainly a much different team taking the 4 the last 2 nights. And again, if they are able to get the victory tonight, a 3-1 record, the best start they've had in at least a decade, certainly in the Heather Lorenz era. I'm Neil Fisher, and the other voice you are hearing is Mark Barchi. He's also the public address announcer. As always, the only public address announcer we've known here at Wekiva High School. And thank you again for joining us on this Tuesday night.
And again, occasionally technical support guy. We had a little bit of a comedy of errors coming into tonight's game as we had some scoreboard connectivity issues. We've had camera operator.
Much, Mark, you name it.
Anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong, and a few things we didn't know could go wrong.
Yes.
So yeah, it's been an interesting night, so for sure.
The bottom line, though, as we begin set number 2, a 1-0 lead for Wekiva, a 25-4, very dominant as the score indicates. And we got a substitution. Cynthia Falcon coming in now. And of course, with the 1-0 lead, Wekiva gets the first serve. And leading off will be Lily Stiers, the senior setter. She was also player of the game last night against Leesburg, against OCP. A 3-1 victory, and we are off and running in set number 2. Wekiva looking to go up 2-0, and instead a 1-0 deficit. Oak Ridge, give them credit, that front line getting the ball in the perfect position. Wekiva unable to return. And on the serve for Oak Ridge will be Rebecca Vincent. The jump serves, and a little bit of luck there as that ball came right off the net and in front in the middle of the Wekiva defense. So a 2-0 lead for Oak Ridge, and set number 2 looking to tie this match up. Vincent continues on the serve, and the answer from Wekiva. Delgado, the soft tap, putting that right in front of the Oak Ridge defense. Cutting the lead to 2-1. And on the serve for Wekiva's Beaton, one of the returning players this year. Wekiva the set from Stiers. The kill, attempted kill from Blackman. Good job by Oak Ridge getting it back over. And now hitting it over is Jude. up, trying to sky that and powering it, trying to power it over its helmet to no foul. A trio of Oak Ridge slap stonewalling. And so a 3-1 lead in set number 2. Wekiva answers. Beautifully placed ball by Blackman. Just a soft tip. And that makes it 3-2. Wekiva winning set 1, 25-4. And continuing on back on the service, Sanchez. She closed out set number 1. And this time she'll get the ace. Oak Ridge unable to handle the return. Unable to handle the serve. And goes out of bounds. 3-3 score now. So Sanchez back to work, several dribbles. The set serve. Wekiva setting. That's Delgado taking it over. The set now from Oak Ridge, unable to really get anything going. A free play, and Angeles hits it over and out of bounds. So now Wekiva with the 4-3 lead, their first of the set. Already up 1-0 in sets. So Delgado coming in with three aces. Hasn't got an ace yet, but she has been on a roll, scoring 9 straight points, including set 1, and that streak does come to an end. Sanchez diving, unable to get to that soft tap from the front line of Oak Ridge. 4-4 score now from Mustang Arena. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. Wekiva looking to go 3-1. 0-2 start for Oak Ridge. They certainly could use a victory. And that ball falls right in the corner, about an inch in that back right row. So Blackman gets credit for the kill. Blackman coming into this match tonight with 10 kills. Wekiva 41 kills in total. That's a little under 14 per match.
And then 20 again. Okay.
24 in for 20.
And 4.1
Okay, so
per set. Wekiva playing 10 sets up to this point in the season. Back on serve is Lizzie Delgado, the senior. Gets that ball in, nice job. And backing the ball over is Vincent. Now Wekiva sets. The kill attempt by McFadden. They'll set again. Oh, soft tap. And a valiant effort by Vincent. The dive, but just could not get enough leverage to get that ball over the net. And a 6-4 lead now for Wekiva. 5-1 run for Wekiva, the Mustangs. Delgado back to work. The jump set, the jump serve. Set. Slapping it over for the kill is McFadden. And it'll be Oak Ridge's point. Excuse me, Wekiva's point. As they continue, 6-1 run now. Again, Wekiva, McFadden in particular, that time putting the ball right in front of the Oak Ridge defense. And unfortunately this time Delgado serves into the net. A free point for Oak Ridge closes the gap to 7-5. Delgado coming into this match with 3 assists, or 3 aces. And back on the serve for Oak Ridge, Allison Garcia. She goes with the set serve. Unable to set is Wekiva. And can they dig this out? No. And a 7-6 lead now. We are in set 2. Wekiva winning the first set 25-4. Obviously the score, it was an easy set for Wekiva. At Steyer's setting. Blackman with the kill. And an 8-6 lead now for Wekiva.
Actually serving, so you put a box around it, and that's it.
So again, thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. We are aware that we have a static shot tonight. We do ask that you please bear with us. We've had a number of difficulties as the ace. Perfect position. That was Blackman. She had 3 aces coming into tonight's set. Wekiva with 16 aces in total as a team, and a 9-6 lead now. Sets that ball to the back. Nice job by Oak Ridge. Get the ball back into play. Sanchez sets. Blackman kills the attempt, and it's just outside. Good idea. Couldn't quite get the accuracy down. And so Oak Ridge will serve down 9-7 and 1-0 in sets. So number 13, Hernandez, Canaris Hernandez. She'll be serving from the middle, right underneath the paint for basketball. That's Delgado setting it and give the kill. Nope, it was out of bounds. That was Sarai McFadden trying to get that ball inbounds in the back corner to no avail. Little too much power on that shot, and that cuts the lead to 9-8 as Hernandez goes back to work from the serving position. The set. Again, McFadden unable to really set a kill, just get it in. Stiers over to McFadden, and this time McFadden. Fine. So McFadden finds the hole, and that puts Wekiva's lead back at a deuce, 10-8, and McFadden goes on the serve. And nice save. Hernandez chalk up that dig. Again, she puts the ball in play for Oak Ridge. Garcia hits the ball over, finds the soft spot in the Wekiva defense. So lead down to 1 point again, 10-9. 25-4, Wekiva winning the first set. It's been a much different story in the second set. 10-9 score now, and as the score indicates, it's been back and forth, at least in terms of the points. Wekiva has led for most of it, but never by more than 2. Garcia setting, hit over by Angelis, set by Stiers. A diving over-the-top hit by Garcia. Oak Ridge will set again. That was a punt, saved in by Blackman, and now Oak Ridge for a third time. One of the longer rallies in this set. Collision by Wekiva, but they do get it in. Blackman slapping it over and at the net. Holman sets up the kill. So 11-9. So Stiers, the senior setter, she'll go on the serve, the number 1 server. Jump serve, ace. Just in front of Garcia. Diving, but unfortunately to no avail. Now 12-9 lead, 3 points, the largest of the set for either team. Stiers continues. Slapping that ball over on the attempt to kill is Opat, but too much power, and now 13-9 as Wekiva continues to extend the margin. Stiers back to work, the senior setter, and this time she goes with a soft approach. Opat hits somebody at the line, doesn't matter. Stiers sets. Blackman retrieves, Stiers set. And finding that hole again. This time it's Holman, and Wekiva now extending its lead, starting to flex its muscles. It was 10-9. At that point, Wekiva had never had a lead more than 2, now up to 5. Stiers scored 3 straight from the serve, including an ace. Oak Ridge gets over the net, save. Oak Ridge again. Jude taking that ball over, and now it's Wekiva's turn, and beaten her timing was off. Looked like she lost her concentration. Looked like she looked at the other side of the net instead of the ball. Now we're getting a substitution. Asanya coming in for Delgado. Asanya, of course, the 5'10" junior, right side hitter. As on the serve is Vincent. And give her an ace. A little bit of luck, a little bit of help from the net. And the lead down to 3. Wekiva did have that lead up to 5. Largest of the game, and now a couple of points with Vincent on the serve. A slight jump. Stiers couldn't set. Delgado saving, and now Oak Ridge with the opportunity. That's Blackman, Stiers. And again, into the net, Beaton. Timing is off. And that'll cut the lead to 2 points. 3 consecutive points with Vincent on the serve. There's the whistle. Couple of dribbles, and now their slight jump serve. Have to hit it over. That's Asanya. Nice job getting that ball over. Cross serve. Now it's Oak Ridge's turn. They get it over. Quick hit at the other side, but the refs say it was not a hit. They rule it was a carry.
That was a lift.
Lift. Of course, the bottom line is it's Wekiva's point and a 15-12 lead now, back up to 3. Wekiva up 1-0 in sets. Mustang Arena, the site. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. And gotta get it over. That was Falcon doing it. Stiers sets. Asanya, the soft looping touch. Oak Ridge sets. Opont over by Jude. Wekiva's turn now. And it's Blackman going up and hitting the ball just to the right side. So Vincent unable to handle that across the body return. And Wekiva takes the point, lead up to 4 now. Beaton on the serve. She scored a couple of points on the serve. Wekiva serving. Wekiva scoring the points. Stiers. Holman hitting it over. Oak Ridge sets. Asanya setting. Stiers with the second set. Delgado just has to get it over. There you see what the libero does. That's Delgado on the last set. Blackman unable to score the point on that attempt to kill. Oak Ridge. And see, Blackman will try again. Not able to get any power, just get it over. A free play for Oak Ridge. And they're unable to set up a powerful kill attempt. And now Blackman goes up with power. Soft touch. Nice job by Oak Ridge's front line. And I believe this is the longest rally of the second set. Wekiva set again. Delgado, the libero, to Asanya. Back and forth we've gone about 12 times on each side now. Diving Beaton. Keeps the ball in play. Give her a dig. Over by Holman. And now Oak Ridge. Again, gotta just get that ball over. That's Hernandez. Stiers sets for Wekiva. Holman. And Wekiva wins the longest rally of the second set. So that was a lot of fun. Mark, longest rally of the set.
80. Athletic, yes.
And a 17-12 lead.
You'd have to shut that off.
Oh, all right, I can do it.
These kids to not be standing in the middle of play.
17-12 lead for Wekiva now.
We welcome and encourage you to take all the pictures and video that you like in tonight's game. However, we do ask you please disable flash photography, and also please refrain from standing near the court while play is in progress. So we make sure all those flashes and video lights are off for the safety of our players. We appreciate your cooperation.
And so back to action we go. Wekiva trying to secure a victory for set number 2. They're up 1-0. It's not been nearly as easy as the first set, a 25-4 victory. They now have a 17-12 lead in this set. Asanya pushes the ball over. Oak Ridge returns. Stiers, the setter, sets. Holman slapping it right into her petite fiere. Steyer's
Beautiful
sets
recovery by
again.
the Pioneers, but they will settle for a free ball coming back. And now, play by Pioneers, Saya Ginny will pick up the side out for Oak Ridge.
So Oak Ridge forcing out of sync for Wekiva.
All right, so.
And the lead now down to 16-13. Wekiva has led for the majority of the set. They were down 2-0 and 3-1. They took the lead at 4-3. They've never led by more than 5, though, and that's only happened once. Now a 3-point lead, and make that 4-point lead. Beautiful kill attempt, well executed on that left side. So 18-13, the lead now is back up to 5. Again, second time they've had a 5-point lead, the largest of the game. And that is Delgado on the serve. Oak Ridge putting it back into play. Asanya, no, that was actually McFadden hitting it in. Saved by Beaton with the dig at the line. And Blackman, not sure if she wanted to hit that over, was setting a teammate. Either way, though, it's an unforced error, and Oak Ridge takes the point in a 4-point deficit now. That's Opant now back on the serve. She'll go with the set serve. Couple of steps. And now Blackman trying to smack that ball, but too much power, too much heat. And a couple points now consecutive for Oak Ridge, cutting the lead to 18-15. Wekiva with the 1-0 lead. They have a 2-1 record. So looking to go 3-1, which would be their best start in a number of years. Steyer's setting, and Asanya, yeah, not sure if she forgot that was the third hit or she meant to hit it over there, but either way, 3 consecutive points now for Oak Ridge, and a 5-point lead has now been reduced to 2. As Opant continues on the serve, no ace there. Kind of a nice job of saving it, but Oak Ridge will get a free attempt. And there you see the result. Not a hard hit ball, but perfectly placed. And the lead now down to 1 as Oak Ridge is looking to tie this match. They're down 1-0 in sets. So again, we are aware that we have a static shot. So please bear with us.
Yes, we apologize that you're not able to see the serves. Kill there by number 11, Micaiah Blackman.
Theo Fisher along with Mark Barchi. Mark Barchi, also our public address announcer here at Wekiva. And Oak Ridge wants a timeout. And now they are granted. So we'll take a break here on the Wekiva Mustangs Athletic Network. It's been a much more entertaining and competitive second set. Wekiva has led for most of it, but number 5, currently a 19-17 lead.
Oak Ridge takes their first time out of set number 2.
Mustang Arena, the site. Wekiva, the home team, with a 1-0 lead and a 19-17 lead in set number 2. Back to live action. It's Lizzie Delgado on the serve. An effective serve as the ball hit into the net by Hernandez, unable to get her leaning forward into the net. Delgado again, the jump serve. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. Vincent over to Hernandez. Smacks that ball right into the hole on that corner.
Well, for the Pioneers by number 13, Canaris Hernandez. Side out to Oak Ridge, serving next in their rotation, number 20, Kyle Hahn.
So Wekiva looking to go 3-1 on the season. They beat Leesburg and Orlando Christian Prep. Their lone loss was last Thursday to Cypress Creek. Again, that would be the best start in many years. The next game will be next week. And now back to live action. The set by Vincent. The hit over by Hernandez. And Stiers, the setter, trying to go for a quick kill. No dice, but it was effective residually as the ball hit out of bounds, and now a 3-point lead.
Service back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 11, Micaiah Blackman.
So Blackman will be on the serve. Opportunity for Wekiva to take set 2. Diving save by Santana. Nice dig. Over in the middle. And that was Vincent slamming the ball down, but she touched the net in order to do so. So Wekiva point and 22-18 lead. So Blackman continues on the serve. She came into tonight's game with 3 aces. That's a 21.4%, 78.6%.
Pioneers request their second timeout on set number 2.
78.6% for Blackman as well. That's how many times they get it in. And she scored 9 points as the serve. 22-18 is your score from Mustang Arena, set number 2. Wekiva in position to go up 2-0. They're the home team. This is Mustang Arena. I'm Neil Fisher, a 22-18 score, 1-0 lead for Wekiva, and that is Micaiah Blackman, the 5'7" senior, on the serve. She's been serving 3 straight points now. Can it be 4? No, the front line. That was Vincent and Santana. Nope. It looked like it was Oak Ridge's point, but the ref just judged no.
Yeah, I think Oak Ridge thought that was the 4th touch. So now we're going to get an officials conference to determine. Oak Ridge caught the ball because they believed that Wekiva touched it 4 times, and therefore the play was inevitably dead.
Refs discussing the matter. It was Vincent and Santana just basically stuffing the ball right back into Wekiva's front line at the net. And let's see what the ruling gets. It's Oak Ridge's point. 22-19 lead now for Wekiva. So they'll have to wait for their next serve. Of course, they only have a 3-point lead here. So if Oak Ridge can put a couple of points together, this is Hernandez on the serve. Certainly a much different story of this game. Wekiva with the 1-0 lead.
2 subs remaining to game.
So it's been a very entertaining and competitive second set. Wekiva's led for all but 7 points, but they've never led by more than 5, and that's only been twice. As Hernandez goes to work, the jump serve. Stiers sets, beaten over, 2-handed push. Hernandez hits it out of bounds, saved by her teammate. A free play though for Wekiva. And that will be Blackman, or McFadden. And so McFadden on the serve, the chance to close out, secure the victory, 23-19 lead. The set serve, see what Oak Ridge does. That's Hernandez, and unable to get that ball over the net. She was leaning backwards on that.
Set points, Wekiva.
So McFadden one ace this season, 4 points, 77.8 inbounds percentage. And Oak Ridge, McFadden over to Stiers, hits it over the setter. Don't see that often. That is Jude. She hits it over. Stiers on the set. And was that in? No. That was Blackman trying to hit that back line just in.
Service back to the Pioneers. Next in the rotation, number 3, Alex Covington.
Too much heat from McFadden, and that makes the score 24-20. And now her first serve of the game is Covington. Set by Stiers. Over by Beaton. Oak Ridge is set. They got to get it over. They do. But it's a free play for Wekiva. Stiers sets. Beaton. And too much heat again. A couple of consecutive points, ending with not being able to get that ball in bounds, going to the center of the back line. And now a substitution as well. Angelis in for Covington. And so Covington will take over the serving duties, down by 3, 24-21. It is set point. Wekiva with the 1-0 set lead, and unforced error. That's the way set number 2 will end. Final score 25-21. A competitive set, much more competitive from Oak Ridge's point.
That takes
However,
us to the end of set number. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. The Pioneers have the first service of set number 3. Leading their rotation once again is number 7, Rebecca Vincent. Beating on the attack, Pioneers handle the dig. And now a little too much heat. Vincent will now continue service, one serving none. And that service is short. Side out to the Mustangs, leading the rotation for Wekiva, Lily Stiles. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Sanaya Sanya. Angeles gets the side out for Oak Ridge. Checking into the game for the Pioneers, number 10, Abigail Santana. Now serving Santana. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next to the rotation for Wekiva, number 10, Brianna Beaton. Miscommunication there by the Mustangs. They settle for a free ball coming back. And now a miscommunication by the Pioneers. Mustangs pick up a freebie there. Beaton continues service, 3 serving 2. Attack there by Hernandez, bobbled at the net by Asanya, but she keeps it in play. Now Falcon puts it over, and Wekiva's not able to hang on to that one. Side out to Oak Ridge. Checking into the game for the Pioneers, number 3, Alexis Covington. And now serving for the Pioneers is going to be Dwyer Pont. Side out to the Mustangs. Checking into the game for Oak Ridge, number 24, Savette Edouard. Asanya on the attack, she's got it. Makes it a 5 serving 3 game for the Mustangs. And another miscommunication at the net. Wekiva now leads by a 2-1 margin. On the attack error, Wekiva extends their lead to 7-3. Beautiful serve to midcourt. And now back to libero. That's McFadden on the attack. Pioneers handle that one, and a little confusion of the net. Difficult placement on that pass. That's kind of into no man's land. Now we'll get a substitution. Checking into the game for Oak Ridge, number 5, Elizabeth Angeles. Wide right on the attack, and this one is starting to shape up the way the first set did. Again, we apologize that you're not able to see the back row. We are short a camera operator tonight as we get an ace for Brianna Beaton. Timeout. Oak Ridge, their first timeout of set number 3. Back with more from Mustang Arena in a moment. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. 10 serving 3 the score.
Wekiva with the 2-0 lead. Again, Wekiva 2-1, looking to go 3-1 on the season for the first time in many years. They'll have to wait though. 10-4 lead now. Wekiva won the first set 25-4. The second set 25-21, obviously a much more competitive set. And that'll make it 11-4. The diving Santana unable to dig the ball. So back on serve will be Delgado. She's had a good night tonight serving, several aces.
Notable in this set, Oak Ridge has not scored 2 consecutive points.
Well, I'm Neil Fisher. The other voice you just heard has the score now 12-4 is Mark Barchi. He's also, if you're new to Wekiva, the public address announcer. The only public address announcer we've ever known here at Wekiva. And Delgado back on the serve with that 12-4 lead. Jump handled by Garcia. Delgado set. Stiers with the second set. Blackman. And yes, did find that corner. 13-4.
Micaiah Blackman on the Mustangs kill. 7-point advantage for Wekiva. And again, Neil, this is second set so far looks like an anomaly. The third set and first sets looking similar as we get a substitution for the Pioneers, number 2, Samaya Jody.
Yes, again, 25-4, the final of that first set, 25-21 second. And a diving Santana, give her credit for the effort, but unfortunately would have been very difficult for her to get that ball. And actually, excuse me, that was Garcia trying to make the dig. Would have been difficult for anybody to come up with that dig. Perfect, another ace for Delgado. And now she puts the ball back into play. That's Hernandez hitting it over. Stiers setting the setter. Garcia sets the second set. Now Garcia takes the attempted kill, unable to really get anything on it, just get it over. And that sets up Blackman on the other end, but she's unable to find that back line.
Service returns to the Pioneers. Next up will be Caneras Hernandez. First. Well, never mind. Nobody checking in.
Okay.
We've had several miscommunications on the substitutions so far in Oak Ridge. We've had a few come in when apparently they weren't supposed to, and then in that case they were looking for one.
Cut the lead to 14-6. Give the ace to Hernandez. She'll continue. So good news for Oak Ridge is they have scored more points than in the first set, 6-4, but they're still down by 8. Hernandez, can she get 3 in a row? And yes, Wekiva hitting the ball out of bounds, unable to direct it.
Again, this is the first series of the entire set that Oak Ridge has scored on consecutive services.
Hernandez with the jump set, all the way to the back line. Beaton setting, second set from Stires. Double attack. And a free opportunity for Oak Ridge, as I'm not sure McFadden, I mean, I understand you want to help your teammate up, but really just completely
Service back to the Mustangs.
Well,
Up next, Micaiah Blackman. Yeah, that was kind of an odd thing all around.
Yeah, well, Wekiva got away with it. And again, you know, I understand McFadden wants to help her teammates. You don't want to step on them, but she really just was not focusing on the game after they collided. In the meantime, that's Garcia trying to save it, and just too much room, ran out of room all the way back there by the stands. And that'll up the lead to 16-7. So Wekiva, its largest lead of the game was 10. They're threatening to tie that largest lead. And of course, they're looking to close out the set as well in the victory. If they can get a few points here, 4 or 5, certainly would put Oak Ridge in a very difficult position to win the set. And there's the first of those points. Finding that hole. Beaton, give her the kill. 17-7 lead again. Tied for the largest lead in this third set as Blackman, the senior 5'7" hitter, back on serve. Set up by Stires now. Oh. Nice save by Oak Ridge, or hitting it back, and that leads to the point. 17-8.
Next in the rotation for Oak Ridge, be number 5, Elizabeth Angeles.
Angeles puts the ball in play at the net. Stires does it herself, hitting it over. And Judai, the soft cross the body return, scoring the point, cutting the lead to 17-9. So again, Neil Fisher on the call. The other voice you're hearing, our public address announcer, Mark Barchi. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night.
Kill by number 20, Jalea Pont.
So Pont cuts the lead to 17-10. And back to work, Angeles. Stires sets. Beaten with the soft tap, and this time, money. Hernandez unable to dig that ball off the ground. 18-10 lead now.
Serves back to the Mustangs. Next up for Wekiva, number 2, Sarai McFadden.
And as you just heard Mark say, Wekiva, and in particular McFadden, will be on the serve. McFadden with only 1 assist, 77.8 inbound percentage though. Wekiva looking to go 3-1. McFadden, and that was the third hit. So
McFadden called that ball, but her teammates didn't listen.
Yeah, and to be honest, that really should not have been taken by McFadden. Her back was to the net. So now on the serve for Oak Ridge will be Judai. Oak Ridge coming in with an 0-2 record. They've had a rough start. That's Stiers and Holman finding the hole.
Cam Holman gets the kill for the Mustangs. Side out to Wekiva.
On that left sideline. And Stiers will go on to serve for Wekiva. 19-11 lead now, so certainly close enough that Wekiva can secure this victory. They're up 2-0, 25-4 and 25-21. Stiers with the leading jump serve. Garcia putting the ball in play for Oak Ridge. She now hits it over. No attempt to kill for Wekiva. Free play for Oak Ridge. Free play for Wekiva as well. Stiers sets. Beaton tries to kill. Garcia on the back line. Angelis over. Stiers, the pound from Beaton, and this time she gets the point.
Brianna Beaton on the kill.
So give Beaton the kill. She came in with 7 kills. Garcia, back to Garcia. And that was Beaton trying to go for 2 in a row, but didn't get any height on it, and that'll cut the lead to 20-12. So Wekiva still with a comfortable lead. They have not yet been able to put together that series of points to close out the game, but certainly the onus is on Oak Ridge now. That'll certainly help, cutting the lead to 7. The Wekiva right now can get 1 point at a time. They're in a position of being able to trade points for Oak Ridge.
Yeah, the Wekiva needs to score 5 before Oak Ridge scores 12, so you gotta like those odds.
That's Hernandez, and give the point to Wekiva. A double team there.
Blocked by Cam Holman and Sanaya Sanya. Service back to the Mustangs. Next to serve, Brianna Beaton.
So Wekiva keeps creeping closer to the victory. Now 4 points away, a 2-0 lead, 25-4 and 25-21. The first 2 sets, Stiers sets. Delgado with the second set. Set up over by Opont.
Mustangs able to react to the deception. Now difficult placement on the pass, but Hernandez keeps it in play, and now Asanya puts it in the net and takes a 4th touch for Holman to get it over.
Cuts the lead to 7.
Checking into the game for the Pioneers, number 3, Alexis Covington. Next to serve will be number 20, Jalea Pont.
So Wekiva remains 4 points from the victory as Opont, as you heard Mark say, on the serve, unforced error. And that'll put Wekiva 3 points from the victory. Again, Wekiva looking to go 3-1. They beat Leesburg in their first match, 3-0. Lost to Cypress Creek last Thursday. That was a 3-0 decision as well. And Orlando Christian Pep fell last night, 3-1. Coach Lorenz was much happier with their play last night, as now Wekiva's 2 points from the victory, 23-14. The coach Lorenz much happier with the team's play last night than Thursday night. Of course, the score indicates that, but in particular, the team did not leave as many holes in the defense as Delgado with the unforced error.
Service back to the Pioneers. Checking into the game, number 11, Allison Garcia. She'll serve next.
So Garcia needs to get that ball in. Of course, a bad serve, which is not the case, would have put Wekiva at match point. Wekiva will have to earn that match point itself. Stiers is set, and Asanya can't find that right sideline. Cuts the lead to 7, 23-16. So Wekiva, they were scheduled to play Lyman on Thursday. That game's been rescheduled, which means Foundation Academy on September 3rd will be their next game.
Early Stars with a solo kill, returning to the game for the Mustangs, Lindsay Delgado.
And we are now at match point.
Match point, Wekiva.
With Delgado on the serve. Delgado has been consistent tonight on the serve. 3 assists, 90.9% inbound. And she won't be able to call. Yes, she will. So I'm not sure what that last call was, but Oak Ridge committed a violation, and that will bring your final score 25-16.
25-16 is the final score of set number 3. And the Mustangs sweep the match 3 sets to 9.
And so Wekiva takes care of business. They were the favorites, a convincing 3-0 win. Your final score is 25-4, which really set the tone. Wekiva scoring the first 7 points and 12 of the first 14. 25-21, the second score set, and then 25-16. Once again, the difference, Wekiva really closing up those holes, not giving any opportunities for Oak Ridge, and they will walk off the floor 3-1, the best start during the Heather Lorenz era. Once again, Mark, take us to the finish line.
We'd like to thank everyone for coming out to support your Mustang and Pioneer athletes tonight. Thanks also to those of you who joined us on YouTube or the NFHS network. Those of you here in the arena, please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Those of you watching us online, please be sure to subscribe before you go. And again, a programming note that Thursday's game against Lyman, that overlaps with open house, so that has been rescheduled to September 23rd. We hope you'll join us for that, but not Thursday. Come back and see us September 23rd instead. Your next home game is now going to be next Tuesday, which is the reschedule of the washout that we had last week that was supposed to be against Edgewater, and that'll be a football game. So come back and see us on Tuesday for football action. That'll be at Mustang Field, 7 p.m. kickoff on Tuesday, September 6th. We hope to see you then. Until then, again, if you're in the arena, please drive carefully, arrive home safely. Thanks for tuning in online, and we'll see you next time. Good night from Mustang Arena.